Soos genoem gesels ek vanoggend met Catherine Larkin en ons gesels oor 'n nuwe Vroue Imbizo wat binnekort plaasvind. Catherine, welcome to GROOTplaas.
Thank you very much, Mia.
This is such a lovely topic to be talking about. So let's start off with, tell me a little bit about this Women's Imbizo and what makes it so special.
The Women's Imbizo, Mia, is actually happening for the first time this year. And what makes it unique is that there is no event of this kind in South Africa or even in Africa, focusing on women and how they can tap into the growing opportunities in the organic and natural product sector.
And when you talk about organic and natural products, what exactly are we talking about without giving away too much?
Yes. Well, although agriculture is at the core of organic and natural products, we're talking about food and beverages, we're talking about clothing, skincare products, makeup, baby products, any product or service, in fact, that relates to organic and natural products.
So when you guys actually, started organizing this Imbizo, what was the idea? Why did you feel that something like this needs to happen, that there's a need and a space for, and specifically it being women, so women in agriculture in South Africa, why create this beautiful platform for women?
Well, interestingly, what happened was last year the expo was launched looking at organic and natural products. And what we noticed was that a significant number of the exhibitors were, in fact, women. And in addition, a lot of the businesses or women that operate in organic and natural products have started their side hustle, if you like, because they're passionate about it, because what they're doing has no or minimal impact on the environment. It's giving back. It's good. But what we found was a lot of the women came to the expo and they realized, hey, but I could actually perhaps make a business from this. It needn't necessarily be a hobby. I can actually create a small business. But how do I do that? Where are the opportunities? How do I discover more? And hence the idea for the Imbizo, a platform where women can come together, learn more, discover more, get their questions answered, and perhaps even collaborate and talk to other women who may be doing the same thing or similar things to them to see how they can work together to tap into this market.
I think if we talk about a woman in the agricultural space, let's take South Africa. Do you think there should be more opportunities like this created for exhibitions and just as platform for women to basically show and also take part in the agricultural sector in this specific way? I mean, it's being a woman in agriculture is not always the easiest thing, as I've heard, but it's needed. And I think also their approach is quite special.
Yes, and in fact, if we look at agriculture in Africa, in some countries, women comprise almost 80% of the workforce in agriculture. And we see women out there, they are tending to the crops, they are managing livestock, they are running businesses because often the men are working in the urban areas. So women are already making a huge contribution to the agricultural sector, but with very little support. And, you know, one of their biggest challenges is access to markets. Where are those markets? How do they access them? Obviously, land is a challenge as well, but exhibitions and Imbizos like this create a platform for women to come together because often women feel alone. They don't know where to access information. They don't know where to go. And hence the Imbizo. Let's create a platform where women can start collaborating, finding a space where they can access more information. And that's obviously one of the key things that the Imbizo will explore. But for me also, trade exhibitions are so important, whether you do it locally or you're part of a DTIC trade mission to another country. It's all about relationships, making connections to build your business. And sometimes it happens quickly and sometimes it takes years. But it's important to be seen, to be out there, and to be networking with other people in this sector.
Do you think well, women, they bring something different to the agricultural sector in their own special way?
Yes, absolutely. Women are very good at making connections with people, empathizing with people, and also actually collaborating with other women. And as I've said before, when it comes to organic and natural sector, the women in this space have such a passion. And what we also saw last year was how innovative they can be, if there are challenges, how they can come together, or even when it comes to product innovation, coming up with new ideas, tweaking things to create new products, or even tapping into new markets. So women offer a very, very unique aspect to the sector.
Catherine,
for them, it's not just about the business.
It's true, yeah.
It's about the passion. And that's really, when it comes to organic and natural products, there's such an opportunity, not just in South Africa, but in Africa and around the world. As you know, people don't just buy products anymore. They question, where does it come from? How was it made? If there was an impact on the environment, what is the company doing to minimize that impact or give back? And a lot of countries in the world, I mean, you look at China, you look at the States, you look at the Scandinavian countries, their consumers are happy to pay a premium to buy products knowing that they are organic and natural. And that's really, as a sector in South Africa and Africa, we need to tap into those opportunities because they are out there.
Catherine, I think there's this huge debate going around, organic, chemical, and so. Do you think there is space for obviously both of these, both of these topics to thrive in agriculture?
Yes, much as we're talking about organic and natural products, obviously when it comes to chemicals, etc., in some products and some sectors, this is still a reality. So we all, if you like, on a journey to see how we can minimize the use of chemicals and pesticides, etc. But the reality is they are still there, and they will be with us for some time.
Absolutely.
So yes, they will coexist for a while.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if we'll ever get rid of pesticides, etc., in some sectors, but who knows? This is a journey that we're all on together.
And I'm thinking about the potential that lies in an Imbizo like this. Women coming together, focusing on one thing, natural and organic products. If you sit back, I mean, you're part of the organizing team. If you sit back and you just think about the potential that lies in a gathering like this, what does that look like to you?
Mia, it's very, very exciting because one of the challenges in this sector which makes it unique is most of the companies operating in this sector are small businesses, micro enterprises. And when you get to the big retailers, it becomes a challenge because they're looking for volumes and security of supply. And that's one of the definite challenges at the moment is companies trying to access the retailers because they can't promise the volumes.
Yes.
And we're hoping that through an Imbizo like this, that we can tackle some of those challenges and maybe create opportunities for women to come together. And another nice positive element is at the Imbizo as well, we've got several of the provinces in South Africa coming to talk to the ladies. So we've got Limpopo, for example, Free State and Gauteng. They will be talking about how you do business in their particular province? What are the compliance requirements? Where are the opportunities? Where are the gaps? So we're really hoping that this will open our ladies' minds to think beyond perhaps maybe they're just looking at local trade in their town or in their area.
Yeah.
But let's look beyond this. We even have the Kenyan Organic Agricultural Network coming to talk about opportunities in Kenya. And we'll be looking at many different African countries. In fact, our first presenter is talking about market trends as a whole. So we're really hoping it will open up women's minds and let them think and plan to broaden their markets and access.
Do you believe that more should and can be done to open up the sector for women? Or do you think we are on the right path at the moment?
I think, Mia, there are a lot of good initiatives happening in agriculture. When it comes to organic and natural products, I still think there's work to be done. But what often happens is there are things happening out there already, initiatives underway, financial institutions that are happy to finance, provinces happy to engage with women, but women aren't aware of it. So as a platform, what we're hoping is the Imbizo will start to bring all these opportunities and information together and perhaps down the line provide a platform, a one-stop platform where women can access all these opportunities, because there are opportunities, but they are scattered and women don't always know how and where to access them.
That's absolutely true. Catherine, some final thoughts from your side. I mean, why would you, if you had to convince somebody to be excited about an expo or Imbizo like this, what would your final thought be?
I think an Imbizo like this can be life-changing. It's a chance, a day well spent on a Saturday where you can learn more, access a network that you've never had access to, meet people, ask your questions, collaborate, discover what's happening beyond your company, because often, one becomes so focused on your own business and you lose sight of the bigger picture, and perhaps that bigger picture offers you opportunities you've never even thought about. So to me, it's a huge, unprecedented opportunity, and it's not just about South Africa. We've got African exhibitors, African speakers, and global opportunities. So yes, well, it's a fantastic opportunity.
I definitely wish you all the best. Thank you for your time this morning. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. And thank you, Mia, for the opportunity.
Dankie dat jy ingeskakel het. Ek hoop jy die program geniet. Nou, ek en jy sien mekaar môreoggend weer, waar ek met Hannes Neet gesels en hy is uitvoerende hoof van Helpende Hand. En ons gaan 'n bietjie gesels oor die impak van die ekonomiese verval in Suid-Afrika. So, skakel gerus in en maar onthou natuurlik bly waar jy is vanoggend, want die Groot Ontbyt span groet jou om 6:00. Totsiens.